Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be setting up FTP on a Windows 2016 server, and we're going to have user accounts, and each user's data will be saved in their own FTP folder. However, they will not be isolated from each other. I'll be showing you how to set that up shortly. So I'm going into the FTP server. Just going to select your custom console, type VNC, and this is my Windows 2016 server. So firstly, let's create some folders. So on the C drive, I'm right clicking, new folder. I'm just going to call this FTP folder, and then inside that we're going to make a folder for the two example users, and I'm going to call the one user Tom, and then I'm going to create another folder called, you guessed it, Jerry. Then I'm going to create these users on the system. So we selected the start button and right clicked, and I'm selecting computer management. And local users and groups, we're going to start by making a group. So right click, new group, and I'm just going to call this group FTP underscore user, FTP user, create. And now we need to make our two users, so right click there, new user, we're going to make the one Tom, his password's Tom, and we're going to say user cannot change password and password never expires, create. And then we're going to make the other one called Jerry, and we're going to give Jerry a password. We say user cannot change password and password never expires, create. And then we go to Jerry, we select properties, and we're going to add him to the group. He's a member of FTP user, well, FTP underscore user, like that. We say check names to make sure it's correct, and it is. We say OK, and we do the same for Tom. So we right click, properties, we add him to that group, say add, and this is FTP underscore user, like that. Press OK. So we've set up the users and we've set up the folders for those users. So now I'm selecting the start button again. We're going into Server Manager. Okay, you're going to need to have had IIS, Internet Information Services, installed. If you haven't, it's from this menu, Manage, Add Roles and Features. You install IIS, and then on the next page after that you're going to select FTP. I've already installed it, so I'm selecting here Tools, Internet and Information Services Manager. Here on the left, click this arrow, and here by sites I can right click the site and say Add FTP site, and this site we're going to call it my underscore FTP, and the physical path is that folder we've set up on the C drive. So we select the C drive here. Here's my FTP folder. We're just selecting this root FTP folder, and inside that's our two users, Jeremy and Tom. Select OK, sorry, Jerry and Tom. Click next. Select the IP address that will be used for the FTP server. Port 21 is the control port for FTP. I'm not going to be doing it securely, so no SSL. Select next. And we want basic authentication, and we want to authenticate against specific roles or user groups, and that group we made is called FTP underscore user. So if anyone's part of that group FTP user, they'll be able to read or write to this folder. Next I select finish, and now we need to go to this FTP user isolation here, so double click that, and I just need to check which one we're going to take. We're going to select User Name Directory, this one here. Do not isolate users, start users in User Name Directory. If we left it on the top one, then all users' data will just be dumped into the base folder, the first folder we selected. In this case we want the users not to be isolated, but they're all going to be in their own folders. So it's user name directory like that, and then we select apply on the right. And we can quickly test this. So I'm just closing that. Let's just go to our folders. Just want to show you they're still empty at this point. C drive. And here's our FTP folder. And let's start with Jerry. As you can see, Jerry's empty. I'm going to minimize that. We're going to router R1. And we say copy copy the running config space to FTP colon. Okay, what is the IP address of this FTP server? It is 172.16.100.1. But hold on, this will not work because we need a username and password. So we go to global configuration, we type IP FTP username Jerry and IP FTP password Jerry, like that. We go back to privilege mode and we can say copy the running config to FTP colon, like that. And what's the address? 172.16.100.1. Press enter. Let's see if this is going to work. And the file name's r1.config. And it says it's writing it, and it says 1465 bytes copied in 4.784 seconds. So let's check. We are back on the Windows 2016 server, and there's the file in the Jerry folder. Let's try now to get the file in the Tom folder. So back to the router. Now we're going to try a different method of saying copy. I'm going to copy the running config to FTP colon //, and now I'm going to put the username and password here. This should overwrite the other one. I'm not entirely sure, but let's see. Tom colon Tom at, so that's username colon password at 172.16.100.1. Press enter. That address is correct. Destination file, let's call it tomfile.cfg. tomfiles.cfg. Says it's writing it. Let's see what happened. And there we got Tom's file.cfg in the folder for Tom. And if we go back, we see Jerry's file is in his own folder. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.